Okay, esteemed viewers, this is going to be a bit of a weird one. So, just for the record, I don't have this pre-scripted. This is very off the cuff. So, apologies in advance for that. But I wasn't even planning on doing this video. But I don't know. I watched. So okay. I watched. I like literally probably at most like 20 minutes ago. I finished watching um, the Disney Pixar's Soul, which was a very good movie, and you should go watch it. And I will be spoiling it, so fair warning. Um, and at first I was like, yeah, it's a standard Pixar movie. It's fun. It's this it's this fun, emotional and endearing. It's probably gonna get more emotional towards the end, etc., etc. And as it went on, I found myself getting more and more like seeing more and more of myself in Tina Fey's character 22. Again, this is assuming that you've seen the show, because this is more. This isn't a review, and this isn't really even an analysis. This is more. This is a very personal thing. I just felt the urge to talk about, I guess. So I've joked a lot. I've talked a lot about self esteem and self. My therapist says it's to call it self confidence, which I think is true. I think I'm an okay person, at least. Like I think I have some semblance of. I think I have worth as a person. That's not, but I have a ton of self confidence issues, and I have this really, really bad habit, and that I know is bad, but I look at something like To the Moon or Planescape Torment or like Grim Fandango or Breaking Bad or shoot, I keep forgetting these are like all the stuff all these things. I don't know if Planescape Torment one. I just realized I've got a hoodie too somewhere. Sure. Anyway, that's not the point. The but now that I think about it, are these like have these been figuratively like watching? Okay, so back up. Sorry, this is man. It's weird, kind of going off the cuff after the Wonder Woman video. But it's funny because right before watching this, somewhat like I've got one of and a lot of people were the reason I moved towards a note system for Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman video was that people criticized me for these videos for being rambling and stuff, and I'm sure that's how you feel, and this isn't like I'm definitely not saying you're wrong if you felt that way, and I'm not saying expressing that was wrong. I do this but I got this comment that was like, I don't even know a lot of what it was about. It was like what kind of 80s like not 80s, sorry, like 2008, I don't know, it was basically like webcam, and it's like, yeah, that's a callback to an era when YouTubing was not nearly as professional as it is now. And I responded, I was like, yeah, all those things cost money, all the fancy editing technology and the camera. Like, I'm literally using a free OBS software, like free open broadcasting, a free video capture software, and my computer's webcam, like, because I don't really have anything else, so it's either this or nothing. And if you would prefer nothing, then ignore that I exist. Anyway, so, and it's not a criticism like that, especially I've received a lot of criticism saying the same thing that was phrased better, and I really appreciate that criticism. And I do plan on writing things down as I go on, but I think one of the reasons I wasn't writing this stuff down is because I I have this weird fear. Okay, so going back to the things, and to the creators and YouTubers and influencers or whoever who I constantly reference, Lindsay Ellis, Dan Olson, Folding Ideas, Philosophy Tube, ContraPoints, all these people are big inspirations for me, and it's funny. It is funny because their work is almost never in vlog format, and even then, it's in this edited version. And this is basically I just record these and just like put them on the internet. And it's interesting how I very rarely consume this type of content myself, but I focused on this, and I think part of that is because there's this dispassion that comes with having this format. There's this I don't know. There's this feeling of the less effort I put into it, the less hurt I get out. And there's something about Soul that legitimately it just I'll be down in a second, Dad.
Dishing ice cream now.
Okay.
Well, we have cookie dough and mint chip.
I'll take mint chip.
Okay.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna leave that in. But I mean, it's like that is how again we normally watch a movie, generally leave and eat ice cream after. So this is very, again, this is very off the cuff. This is I had no plan. I didn't know we were gonna be watching Soul until we started, that was what the family decided. I sat down and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then at the end I was like, I've got to think about this. And then I got it's funny. I walked up here. I literally walked up into my room and I was like, I sat down and I was looking through all the content creators who I deeply admire, and I'm not going to stop that anytime soon. But I was like, this is all left-wing socio-political media analysis and hardcore game design analysis, and I think, okay, so though that stuff's all great, and I'm not gonna unsubscribe from any of them and all that, but when I was looking through them, I felt I felt this feel. I had this knowledge that watching that content was going to do something bad to me, and this is the first time I felt. This is the first time I felt good like this in a long time. So the I don't know. I had this feeling of because okay, I think my brain has a tendency to turn something constructive into something destructive. So I will use especially people in terms of my own creative stuff, people like Mark Brown or Adam Miller, who again are very good creators. This is more examining my own personal experience and why I need so they'll be like, hey, here's an idea, here's a concept in game design, and my brain will take that, and since my brain is more likely to trust everyone else but myself before myself, my brain will take that and go, oh, this game idea I have that I haven't even prototyped yet, which logically I know is ridiculous, but I don't this game idea I have is bad because it doesn't feature this one thing they talked about that they also explicitly said not every game needed to have, or it's just a personal, I feel I have this deferential. I feel I'm offloading all of my thinking onto these other people. No, I mean that's not. I don't know. It's not even that. Again, it's more. I don't know. I just really saw myself in 22 and Tina Fey's character, where she's just when she when she turns. Okay, I probably should have written this out. Honestly, I probably should have, but I don't know. So the person in that part at the end was what really got to me when he goes inside of her like corrupted version and sees all these mentors who are like that's what I'm talking about. Like that's like these people I admire. In this case, I have a parasocial relationship instead of an actual social relationship. But these people I have a parasocial relationship with are saying constructive and or positive things, and I am interpreting them through the lens of my own problematic self-image. So like I looked at my long subscription bar, and I was like, I don't want to watch those right now, which is something that like I very rarely think. Like I was like this is a rare occurrence. Again, this isn't like I'm not gonna stop watching their stuff. In fact, I'll put links to some of the lesser known. You can just look up Philosophy Tube or ContraPoints or whatever. But I'll put links to some of the lesser known channels who you should go check out in the description. But the problem is I know this is the weird thing is I know it's stupid. I know that looking my like idea through the lens of like these people who are critiquing finished stuff is bad. Like I know that it's stupid. But I also can't shake that feeling, I play To the Moon, and instead of seeing, I know that it's the product of hours and hours of research and writing and work and animation and like all this stuff went into it. But I'm like I only see the final product, and I don't see how it comes together. Like I only see the scene, the To the Moon scene, which I'm not going to spoil because you might have not played To the Moon, and if you haven't played To the Moon, go play it or watch my video. I'll put that probably on the screen right now and something. I don't know. So there's just I don't know, and it's one of those things where it's like I don't understand why I can't shake this. I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand what it will take, but I kind of feel like that Soul was it. Like, Soul was what it took. Because I've had people say that my writing is good. I've had people say that my things are good, funny. I say, like, I feel like some people, like, mocking say, oh, I don't understand why. Like, I legitimately see this as, see this work as inferior. I see this work as like I literally don't know, like I just do it because I feel like I should or like I have to, I feel compelled to. I don't do it because I think it will do it to anyone any good, even when people say things on the contrary. Again, I've gotten positive comments to things I've done before, and it doesn't stick, and I but maybe it might now. Like I just feel this piece this is like it's been a long time since any media has made me feel this way. Just feel this, honestly, maybe since To the Moon. Like To the Moon was like I can't walk. No, Loneliness was one of them. Loneliness was a flash game that I played. Extra credits mentioned it. One thing that like made me realize that I didn't actually want to be Sherlock Holmes. I was just using that idea of looking back, autistically coded characters to have an excuse to not value human relationships, which I still did, but I was just anyway. That so it's been a long time since something has. Where'd you go over to that? Kind of had that feeling, but I didn't leave with. I didn't leave with that as a. I didn't leave with that. Like I love that kind of feeling the same feeling in my general like torso area, but like I didn't feel it didn't translate into something. It was just like a very good story about about an identity. She was very neurodivergently coded, which I liked. And I think it was done well. Um, and like, look, honestly, like this movie did so well. I think of Sia, and I'm not that even like. I mean, she's what she's doing is still terrible. Obviously, like I'm not trying to, and she should still be, but I feel less like this empty, all-consuming like void fire. Like I don't know how to describe it. Just this like empty, seething rage, and I don't know. I don't know. Like I just I don't like. Part of me is like, what do I do? Like if I'm not like I'm obviously still going to be and criticism like this isn't an issue of criticism. I wasn't made this way by making one bet. This is an internal thing. This isn't a response to any external pressure. So if you left a negative comment or criticized me in some way, that this isn't like I'm not trying to call you out. Even the person who it's like even the person who I brought up earlier, it's not even really. It didn't really affect my. It was. It didn't affect my view on my work, but that's kind of the problem is that nothing affects my view on my even like negative or positive. Nothing seems to unless it's something unless it's the thing that people like I feel like I know what like legitimate criticism is. Like I see these people saying you should work with a script or an outline or something, and I go, oh yeah. I didn't go with the script because I still like the kind of spontaneity and stuff, but I agreed that more structure was needed, and then I promptly abandoned that the second half. Well, but I am gonna keep this was not planned. This is just me being like, holy crap, I gotta talk about that movie, and I don't know. I feel the need to make a video about it. So strike the iron while it's hot. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Like this is just me like working through stuff. So I said my New Year's resolution was to get a modicum of self esteem or self confidence and. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it. Like it's. There's. I don't know. Like I don't know why this movie was seemingly the one to. I mean, like sometimes when you're being illogical, I guess you have to have something illogical hit you back. Like this Tina Fey character did what teachers and parents are a bit easier to parents it's like yeah but you have to say that but like this Tina Fey character did what teachers and parents and peers and random people on the internet and pretty much everyone else did like this random computer character with the voice of an actress who like I like Liz Lemon. I like Brooke. Whose writing is fine, but like I don't like idolize her in any way. But this character was maybe the one to undo my this weird like this whole thing. Like I'm only looking back now and I'm realizing how much I probably meant like talked about it and it's like talked about self esteem and it's like, yeah, self-deprecating humor. I make a lot of self-deprecating humor, and that's fine, except I think there's a part of me that believes in a lot of the things I say. So, I don't know. It's, I'm sorry. This is just me but part of me like just wants this. I feel like this video in particular should be me just trying to convey in some sense the emotions I'm feeling, because I think that a more structured essay, this is more like a vlog format, I guess. Again, I don't watch that many vlogs, so it's kind of weird I took that format. But like the this is just, I just felt like this shouldn't be scripted. Like writing this down or even as an outline would make it would dilute what I was trying to convey. I don't know if that's true because we'll never go into an alternate universe where I just wrote an outline first, but again, this isn't me being like, oh, writing an outline for Wonder Woman was hard, and I'm probably going to keep the outline because I can tell when a criticism is right, and that is like the least, that's the least damaging to my self-esteem in a weird way because it feels true. Like I feel like I could make the next Mona Lisa or whatever, something that inspires people for eons to come, and if everybody liked it, I would think it was garbage. I would think, I would think that only, and I've talked about this before. I'm almost positive. I can't think of a specific instance, but I'm almost positive I've talked about the feeling of every good thing said about me is a lie and every bad thing said about me is true. And this is the first time where I feel like I actually see that for what it is, which is this weird self-defense mechanism, or Mormonism was incredibly perfectionist, and some people have told me that might be the problem. That's part of it. So I don't know. This is the first time where I feel like this. This freedom and this, I feel like I've lost the burden and it might come back. It very much might come back. I've had feelings like this before. Well, I don't know if I've ever felt like this before, but I've had, I feel like I've lifted, I've let go of something and then it comes back. And, that's, I don't know, I guess it's probably part of life. So that's one reason I'm making this when I am, because if it does fade, I might have this to come back to. Again, I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody. This is really a video for my own benefit that I'm going to put out there in case anyone else wants. Also, because Soul's new and the algorithm, I can put links in my letterbox. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Soul was a surprisingly impactful movie for me, and it might change my tone going forward on this content, and I might actually start making games and stuff. It's so funny. There are so many people in my own school who tell me, and I'm not bragging. I don't think these people are right, but they tell me you do good writing, and they'll have criticisms for me, and I'll take the criticisms into account, and then they're like, this is even better writing, and that is fine. But there's something else. There's something I just look at my work and I see mediocrity. I see it is truly bizarre, and I know I've known it was bizarre for a long time in my head, but this part, this whole, had a hard time accepting it. And again, it might, once the post-movie, stuff, high or whatever fades, I might just go back to hating everything I make with a passion, except for the stuff like this that is very low effort, that is very, things like that, so I mean, someone said I was funny, and I was like, what? Like, that was like something that was legitimately surprising. They said it I talked about it in the video I was originally going to make the only video I uploaded today but that clearly didn't work. Anyway, oh man, I don't know. It was surprising. It's funny because so many people are like, "Oh, I can't get invested into a story with a person who is, so many white guys, are like, straight cis white guys, I should say, straight cis white guys, sometimes neurotypical, sometimes neurodivergent, but they're always like, "Oh, I can't get into the headspace. I can't get immersed, or I can't relate to a character." I've talked about this before, so forgive me. But I can't get into the headspace of a character who doesn't look like me. And that's such a stupid, this town didn't have a single straight white guy, at least not animated as such, I'm sure they're, no, they did have some, or presumably, not necessarily straight, but they had white guys, okay. But the white guy wasn't the person who I was identifying with. It was the woman and the black man, because it turns out, humans have a way more experiences across racial boundaries and across gender boundaries and whatnot than okay. I'm feeling like I'm a bit out of my league here. I'm not trying to speak for anybody or whatever. I'm sorry if I am. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. All right. That's probably enough for now. I don't know. I feel like there's more I want to talk about. I feel I feel so not free, kind of free, but more like I've lost this thing. I've let go of this burden that I've been carrying, this totally self-imposed burden that I knew was stupid to carry, and everyone else knew was stupid to carry, and were trying to get me not to carry, but I kept carrying it for reasons that I didn't even understand. And so I feel free right now. Again, this me in this moment. Maybe I'll look back on this and be like, I wish I could feel like that all the time. But, yeah, so, wow, that movie, that movie deeply affected me in a way. I thought I was gonna be, feel something, but, it made me feel something in a way that I'm I could go out and make friends and get in a relationship, a romantic, I feel like it's possible to do these things, which is something that it always felt. Friends was a bit different, but I feel like I can, I feel like I don't know. I don't know. This is amazing. I don't know how to describe it, and I should probably stop this. But you know what? Screw it, because I'm just I'm gonna live. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but whatever. I'm gonna paraphrase the last lines of the movie. It was very good. I can't believe I'm amazed at just how I feel like I've been, I don't know, born again or something. I don't know, some religious experience, except not, because I know I can anyway. This isn't about religion. And this isn't really about race, although I think that it's important, on gender, but it's more than that, so it plays a part in it. Anyway, wow, that was I mean, that is oof. I hope that this this feeling and this view of myself continues. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's more I want to talk about, but it's like I just want to keep talking without any words. It's all just emotion, you know? Like, anyway, I really should stop, you know? Like, I feel like I've been using consideration for other people as a way to not consider myself. You know, it's very, there's a lot of situations where you can consider yourself and consider other people. But I think a lot of times I've been using, anyway. That's a whole other, yeah?
Sean's going to bed now. Can you turn it down?
Yeah, I'm finishing up. Yeah, so Saved by the Bell, you know, stop me from thinking this another half hour of nothing. So yeah, if you're still here, thank you for watching. If you just like skipped ahead to the end or whatever to see if it got good or whatever, you know, like whatever, like let me know. I'll probably change. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I feel this like, you know, I feel free. Like I feel like I'm untethered. You know, and I can just live my life like I was living it, but without this shame and this burden. Okay, all right, I'm done. YouTube stuff, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Links in the description. Share the video. I'm out. Let me know what you thought. Bye.